On the southeast coast of Arabia sits Oman, a land that has stood the test of time. This ancient land, with its rich history and diverse landscapes, offers a unique blend of the old and the new. From the bustling capital of Muscat to the serene beaches and rugged mountains, Oman is a country of contrasts and beauty. This old land, with its stunning landscapes and fascinating history, has been a meeting point for different cultures for a very long time. The ancient trade routes that crisscrossed this region brought with them not just goods but ideas, traditions and stories from far-off lands. From its tall mountains to its sunny beaches, Oman's beauty is as varied as its past. The Hajar Mountains, with their dramatic peaks, stand in stark contrast to the golden sands of the Wahiba Desert and the turquoise waters of the Arabian Sea. This is a place where old forts whisper stories of long ago, and lively markets are full of the colors and smells of the East. The forts, some of which date back centuries, stand as silent sentinels to Oman's storied past, while the markets, or souks, are a vibrant testament to its living culture. Oman's spot, right at the entrance to the Persian Gulf, has shaped its story for thousands of years. This strategic location made it a hub for maritime trade, connecting the East with the West and bringing prosperity to its shores. It's been a key connection between the East and the West, a center for trade and exploration. The ancient ports of Oman were bustling with activity as traders from distant lands came to exchange goods, ideas and cultures. As the oldest independent country in the Arab world, Oman has a special place in history. Its independence has allowed it to preserve its unique culture and traditions, making it a fascinating destination for those interested in history and heritage. Come with us on a trip through time as we explore Oman's exciting past, discover the stories, the people and the places that make this country the true jewel of the Arabian Peninsula. Oman's history goes way back to the very beginnings of civilization, making it one of the oldest continuously inhabited places on Earth. We know from digs that people lived in this area more than 100,000 years ago. These early settlers left behind a wealth of artifacts that tell us about their daily lives and survival strategies. Old tools, pieces of broken pots, and burial mounds give us clues about how these early people lived. These artifacts reveal their skills in tool-making, pottery, and their burial practices, which were quite advanced for their time. One of the most important times in Oman's ancient past was the rise of the Magan civilization over 5,000 years ago. This civilization was known for its impressive architectural structures and advanced societal organization. Famous for its copper, Magan was a big player in the old trade routes that crossed the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. The copper trade was crucial for the development of early metallurgy in the region. Copper from Oman's mountains was very valuable in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and the Indus Valley. This trade not only brought wealth, but also facilitated cultural exchanges and technological advancements. Oman's location on these trade routes meant it met lots of different cultures. This interaction led to a rich tapestry of cultural influences that can still be seen in Omani traditions and artifacts today. The ruins of old cities and forts spread across Oman remind us of this rich and connected past. These structures stand as a testament to the region's historical significance and its role in the broader narrative of human civilization. The 600 SAD was a big turning point for Oman when Islam arrived. The Omani people welcomed Islam, liking its message of equality and unity. Islam brought a time of learning and culture to Oman. Mosques and religious schools popped up everywhere, becoming centers of learning and faith. Omani scholars and religious leaders made important contributions to Islamic law, philosophy, and astronomy. Oman also saw religious leaders take charge, and it became a strong seafaring nation. When Europeans started exploring the world in the 1400s, Oman found itself in the middle of a power struggle. The Portuguese arrived in the early 1500s, starting a new chapter in Omani history. They wanted to control key ports along the trade routes to the east. In 1507, they took Muscat, Oman's main port. But the Omani people, who loved their freedom and their land, refused to be ruled by foreigners. From the mountains to the coastal forts, Oman fought back. In 1650, after many years of fighting, Oman won a big victory, forcing the Portuguese out of Muscat. This win made Oman known as a nation that would protect its freedom. After the Portuguese left, the Al Said family came to power in Oman. In 1749, Ahmad bin Said al Busaidi became the leader, starting a dynasty that still rules today. Under the Al Said dynasty, Oman became a powerful seafaring empire. The Omani Empire stretched across the Indian Ocean, including parts of East Africa, Zanzibar, and the Persian Gulf. This was a time of booming trade, cultural exchange, and diplomacy. But the 1800s brought new problems as European powers tried to take control again. Oman stayed independent, though it had to make some deals with the British. The Al Said rulers made Oman's economy stronger and improved its defenses. 1970 was a huge year for Oman. Sultan Qaboos bin Said became the leader. His rule, which lasted 50 years, brought amazing modernization, development, and social progress. When Sultan Qaboos took over, Oman was poor and isolated. He started a big plan to develop the nation, spending lots of money on education, healthcare, roads, and airports. These connected communities that had been cut off before. Sultan Qaboos knew education was important, so he made it central to his plan. More people learned to read and write, and a new generation of educated Omanis grew up. Sultan Qaboos also knew it was important to keep Oman's rich culture while also becoming modern. Oman's culture is a mix of its rich history, diverse influences, and old traditions. It's a place where ancient customs live alongside modern ways. Omani society is based on its tribal heritage with a focus on family, community, and being welcoming. Visitors to Oman are always impressed by how kind and generous the Omani people are. Traditional arts and crafts are still strong in Oman, passed down through generations of skilled artists. From the beautiful silver jewelry of Nizwa to the colorful hand-woven cloths of Sur, every part of Oman has its own special art. Music and dance are important in Omani culture, adding excitement to everyday life and celebrations. Traditional Omani music mixes Arabic, African, and Indian sounds. Today, Oman is a place of peace and progress in a part of the world that often has conflict. This small yet vibrant nation has managed to carve out a niche for itself as a haven of tranquility and development, standing as a beacon of hope and stability in the Middle East. Its mix of old and new, its beautiful nature, and its friendly people make it a popular place to visit. The harmonious blend of ancient traditions and modern advancements creates a unique atmosphere that captivates visitors from all over the globe. From the huge sand dunes of the Empty Quarter to the green valleys of the Hajar Mountains, Oman has something for everyone. The diverse landscapes offer a variety of experiences, from the serene to the adventurous, ensuring that every traveler finds something to love. Adventurous people can explore the deserts by camel or car, feeling the thrill of traversing vast, untouched sands. They can hike through canyons, discovering hidden paths and breathtaking views, or scuba dive in the clear waters of the Gulf of Oman, encountering vibrant marine life and stunning underwater landscapes. People who love culture can explore Muscat's Mutra Souk, where the air is filled with the scent of exotic spices and the vibrant colors of traditional goods. History lovers can explore Oman's many forts, castles, and archaeological sites, each telling a story of the nation's rich and varied past. As Oman looks to the future, it still believes in peace, tolerance, and understanding. These values are deeply ingrained in the Omani way of life and are evident in the country's policies and daily interactions. Oman's story shows how strong people can be and how important it is to keep its culture while embracing the future. The juxtaposition of modern and traditional architecture symbolizes this balance, creating a visual narrative of a nation that honors its past while looking forward to a bright future.